Hi guys and welcome back to my new video. So today I will talk in English. I hope you can understand me and understand what I want to say. And before I start, it's not easy for me to pronounce the H, so it could be that I pronounce it in the wrong way, but I still hope you understand me. So today I'm going to talk about the differences between my high school in America and my high school in Germany. And I wrote down everything, so I wrote down 2 pages. I don't know if you can see it, but there's 2 full pages, so I guess that video will be a long video. But I tried to keep it short and don't talk too much, so yeah, I will start right now. So yes, so one thing is, in America you have to wear your student ID the whole school day. If you don't wear it, your teacher will, someone will tell you, just wear it please. Wear it please. So yeah, I have one in Germany, but honestly I've never taken mine with me to school. It's always at home, but we don't need them, so they don't ask for it. So that's really different, because you always have to wear it and yeah, take it with you. Then another thing is lunch. Here in America, like, we have 4 different lunches. We have A, B, C and D lunch, and you go to the line and get your food. And in my school we have like 20 minutes we can get out of school and go to the city and get some lunch, because my school is maybe 5 minutes away from the center of a big city. Or we can take our food with us, or we can go to the cafeteria, but they don't have a lot of food, so we have maybe a slice of pizza or a sausage, and it's not much you can get in our cafeteria. And that's really different, because you have like a real lunch here at school. Another thing is, here the teachers, they stay in their classroom, and every teacher has his own classroom. In Germany, most of the times, like between 1st and 10th grade, the students stay most of the time, except of science class and PE class, in their classroom. So you're always together with the same people, except if you have a language or PE. And here and so we don't have that much crowded hallways like we have here, because the teachers move their room instead of the students. But here, because of that the teachers have their own room, they can create them and decorate them how they want to. So, and I have some classes where we have couches to sit down, so that's pretty cool, and it's really cool. I like it, but I don't like it that the hallways are so crowded, because yeah, I mean, you have 6 minutes to change your classroom, but there's so many people, and the hallways are so tiny, and I really don't like that. Another thing is that here, between 1st and 10th grade in Germany, you can't choose your classes, so you get your schedule from school and your classes. But up from 11th grade to 13th grade, in my school we can choose our our schedule. Like, we have special subjects we have to take, or special classes, but we can choose some of the subjects if we want them or not, so that's different. And here we have just 12 classes, and in my school, or in my area I live in, we have 13 years of school, so my year doesn't count in Germany. I told them I don't want to let it count, because otherwise I would have to study so many things here what I'm doing in Germany. And I said no, that's too much work. So I have right now 14 years of school, because this year doesn't count in Germany. But it's okay, so I will graduate when I'm 19, and it's so different, because here most of the people, I guess, graduate when they're 17 or turn 18. And I will turn 19 in this year, so that's kind of bad. Then another thing is, in most of these classrooms we have, like, I don't know if you call, how do you call it, like a desk for just one person to sit on. In our school the desks are in a rectangular shape or form, so there are always 2 people on a desk, and I like it better, because if you have a question you can talk to them. I mean, the teachers don't like if you talk to them, but if you really have a question you can ask them. So I like it better, because in the first few days I had a lot of troubles with understanding what to do. So I wish I had a desk like we had in Germany, that I could ask the people, because I was too scared to ask somebody if the desk is like half a meter away from each other. So yes. Another thing is, here you can drink and eat in most of your classes. Like, you can, I don't know, like in my LA3 class, people have their breakfast with them, have their chips, I don't know, whatever. So that's different, because in Germany we're just allowed to drink something when it's really hot or we have like a sore throat, so we have to need a reason. But that's the way it is in my high school, and you can't eat during class, so that's really different. And what I really like here, that you can chewing gum, because in my school we can't do that. Honestly, I gonna miss this in Germany. Another thing is, here you can use your phones in the hallways, and in Germany you're not allowed to use your phone in the whole school. Another thing is that here in my American high school we use like Chromebooks, and we don't use it in Germany. In Germany we use books and papers, but sometimes I think Chromebooks are better because you have not a heavy backpack, or you have everything together. But sometimes if you forgot your charger or your Chromebook battery is low, you can't use it, that's bad. Or if you I already forgot my Chromebook once, and I had 2 tests on this day and a project to turn in, so that was quite bad because I couldn't do anything on this day. But yeah, so sometimes I think there are some advantages and advantages of using a Chromebook, so I still don't know what I like better, because I mean, for studying I like it better in Germany, because for me it's easier to study when I have it on paper and it's written on, instead of having it on a Chromebook. But I guess everybody is different, so that's the way I think about it. Another thing I really don't like is the dress code. I think it's so unfair. I got dress coded in my 3rd week of school, I guess. I wore a square skirt and it was like this length, it stopped this length over my knee. I don't know if to say it like this. But yeah, and they told me I have to change it. And I don't know why, because I already wore it once before that. And it's the girls, and they have like much shorter skirts than I wore, and I was so mad at this day. In my school we don't have a dress code. I mean, you can't go in a bralette or something like this, but you can wear like spaghetti tops or yeah. A big difference is, in Germany we get like grades on what we say in the class, and we have to raise our hand and the teacher has to say your name and then you're allowed to speak. And here, like, you just shout your answer into the classroom. I'm still not really used to it, to shout just my answer into the classroom, but I'm getting better in it. Oh, and another thing is, usually your teacher are in front of the door of your classroom, so if you change your classroom, your teacher greets you and say hello, or shake your hand and ask you how you're doing, and it's makes you feel better, because it feels like somebody cares about you. I mean, they say it to everybody, but I guess some teachers really mean it real, like, to ask how are you doing. And there's one teacher, I don't know, I've never had him in this class, but sometimes he just gave me a high five or do like this, and I can do like this. Oh, that was a bad explanation, I know, but I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, that's really funny. Like, some teachers are like friends with you, like, I mean, yeah, like, you're like, sometimes you're really like friends with a teacher, and I mean, they're still your teacher, but they act like you're a friend. That makes you feel better, I guess, in school, and it's just a better atmosphere here than it's in Germany, because it's like, you wouldn't be like friends with your teacher in Germany, and your teacher, I guess, would never shake your hand and say good morning, how are you doing. Maybe some teacher would do this, but the majority wouldn't do that. So another thing is, we have like a gym in our school. We don't have that in my school. Like, we have just a PE room, gym, like, not a gym like where you can lift weights, something like this. We don't have it in our school, and that's pretty good, because I don't know, I like PE, so I really like that we can lift weights. Do you call it like this? I don't know, that we can do this in our school here. And yeah, then we have like and with our 5th hour we have like advisory class, and it's like just sit down together, you can do your homework or go to another teacher and ask them for help. Then, like, because every teacher has their own classroom, you can go there and you can go to this classroom before school starts and talk to him and ask them for help, or sit down there and do your homework. So that's something I really like, because we have like, the teachers have like a big room where they are together, and they are there before school or during breaks. so you don't see them, so you have to go to this room and knock on the door and ask if they can get out, and you can talk to them a few minutes, but you can't sit down and ask them for really help, I guess. So that's something I really like here. And here they have like a lot of sports after school, and they're from the school. I don't know if you say from the school, but we have sports in Germany too, but you have to go to a club on your own because their sports are not from our school. That's the way it is in my school. Maybe there are some schools in Germany where it's like this, but yeah, that's so different. And yeah, I didn't join the sports team for this quarter, but next quarter I will join swimming team. I'm a little bit scared, honestly, because I like swimming, but I'm not fast in swimming, and I guess that will be very hard in the first few months. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited for it, and I think there will be great people, and I know some of the people, and I really like them, so I think that will be a great time. Then, oh, and also you can get breakfast in our school, like, I don't know, I think you call it biscuit and gravy, I don't know, it's like biscuit and kind of sauce, I don't know, I don't know if it's the name of the food, but yeah, you can like get a hot breakfast, so if you don't have enough time at home to eat breakfast, you can eat it there, and it's something I like. I've never tried breakfast in school, but I see a lot of people eating breakfast in school, so I think it's something good. So, oh, and something before, like in the first few weeks of the beginning of school, you have like social contracts, and you write down how you want to treat each other, like the golden rule, or kind, be mature, and stuff like this. And then you sign it, and now they start asking, so what do you want to do and work on for this week of your social contract. So yeah, I've never seen this in Germany. Then something, I'm not sure if I like it, but here we have like air conditioning in school, and I don't know, because outside it's like 90 degrees, and in the school it's sometimes we have like, I have 2 classrooms where we have maybe 60 degrees, and it's so cold because in school you have to wear like a jacket, or I usually go to school with pants and a hoodie, and then you get out and it's so hot, and that makes me kind of feel bad because I'm getting sick, because my body is not used to be in a hot and then in a cold room and change so often. So I really don't like it, and I'm wondering how it is in winter when there's maybe 40 degrees outside and how cold it would be in our school. But yeah, I will see how that works. Here you don't really have like breaks. In my school, after every second class we have like a 15 minutes break, and then we have 2 more hours, and then we have a 15 minutes break again and 2 more hours, and so that's really different. And here you have 6 minutes to change your class, but your only big break is your lunch for 20 minutes. So that's different, because sometimes I think, oh please, where's the break? But yeah, it isn't there. And during this break in Germany, we have to get out of school, because they're like teachers and I'm walking around through the school and say, no, you have to go outside to the schoolyard. And yeah, it's kind of good because like you can breathe new air, and I mean sometimes it makes you feel more awake, so it's good. But in the winter I really don't like it because it's so cold and you have to get outside. But yeah, and here you can't leave the school before school ends at 3 p.m. So that's different, except if you have, I guess you can get a permission to leave it, but I don't know how that works, so that's something I don't know. And something else, like here you have every day the same classes at the same time. In Germany we have every day another schedule, so sometimes you have school until 1, then you have school until 2 or 4:30, so it depends. And like you don't have every class every day, and I guess I like it better because it kind of gets boring here to have every day the same schedule, the same subjects, and it makes me feel tired because everything is the same every day except of the things you're doing in this class. So that's something I really like better in German, to be honest. And yeah, something else is different because here in your class, like I have some classes where I'm with freshmen, sophomores and juniors or seniors, so they are all mixed up in classes together. And in Germany, like, you have just, when you're in 9th grade, you just have classes with 9th graders. If you're in 10th grade, you have just classes with 10th graders. And that's it, so you can't have a class together when you're in different grades. And I don't know what I like better, because I mean, sometimes it's better to be just with your grade, but sometimes it's better to be with another grade. And in Germany it's like up from 6th grade, no, up from 7th grade, like boys and girls are separated. And here, I guess the 9th grade PE is boys and girls separated, but I'm not sure. That's what I got, what I think, but I'm honestly not sure how that works. But in Germany we were separated, so boys can't have PE together with girls. That's really different, because I have PE with boys, and like boys and girls are mixed, and I'm not used to it anymore, because like the last 4 years of school I didn't have PE with boys. But yeah, for me it was different at the beginning because I was not used to it, but now it's okay, it's how it is. Oh, and something else, we have like a nurse in our school, so if you have like problems or you don't feel good, you can ask the teacher and go to the nurse. We don't have a nurse, like we have just like we would say doctor room. I mean that's like a bad translation, but we would call it doctor room, where you can go during class and just there's like there are like chairs and you can sit down there and just be separated from the other people, where it's quiet and you can make your mind about if you want to go home and leave school, or if you're doing better and get back to your class. That's really different. And yeah, one thing is, like, I have 3 more things. One thing is, if you have to leave the classroom, or if you want to go to the restroom, you have to use a hall pass. That the people know that you're from this school, that school, I guess. I don't know, actually I don't know why do we use that, but you always have to use a hall pass if you're leaving the classroom. So yeah, if somebody knows why we have to use it, maybe you can comment it under my video or tell me it, because actually I really don't know why we have to use it. Here, like, teachers and students can go to the same restroom. I wasn't used to it, so on one day I went to the restroom and it was my teacher and was like, what is she doing there? Because I wasn't used to it that teachers and students go to the same restroom, because in Germany, like, the teachers have their own restroom and the students have their own restroom. That was really, really different for me to think about that. So yes, that's really, 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 really different. And one last thing is, like, here I guess the seniors and juniors always have like a prom at the end of the year, and we don't have that. Like, we have like kind of prom, but just for the seniors when they graduated from school. I talk way too much, my battery is low, and before I started the battery was full. So I really hope that you liked that video. I know it was a big mess, that video, because I talked about so many different things, but I still hope you liked it and you could understand what I want to say. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Bye!